So our producer, Rebecca, is going out with a woman this weekend. It is her first same-sex date.
And I'm usually so scared for dates. But this one, I have 48 hours and I'm already sweating right now. My tummy is giving me troubles just thinking about this.
Oh, nobody wants tummy troubles on a date.
No, I've been there. Been there too many times. All right, before we even get into that, let's talk about these T-shirts you guys are wearing. Because we have a definite divide on the show now. A generational divide on the show now.
I love it.
Who made these?
I did.
You did?
Yes, the TBS Youth Group T-shirts.
They're all blue, and in white it says TBS Youth Group. You guys going out on town this weekend? What's going on?
It looks like we're about to do some mission trips or something.
Family reunion at Disney or something.
Have you seen the back of the shirts?
No.
Yes.
They have their
They
names.
all have our archetypes on the back of this shirt.
Oh.
Yeah. Swifty.
Swifty.
Yeah.
Gatey.
Gatey.
And Romeo has low papusa.
And yours is?
Chubby.
We're still working on that one. We're working on that.
I think I'd rather have no name at all. But, all right. So let's talk about this date this weekend. So you have told us that, you dig both guys and women. But
Yes.
You've been attracted to women.
Another
up
way
until
to
this
say
point.
that is you're a bisexual.
Well, yes. I think what I'm trying to get at here, and I'm treading very, very carefully here, okay?
It's Pride Month. Don't screw up.
I'm not. Well, I could, but I'll represent other guys that are going to screw up and women that are going to screw up also. All right, so you've always had the attraction to both men and women. So you have recently labeled yourself bisexual?
So I've been calling myself bisexual. It's kind of been like an open secret since I was 18 probably. But I honestly am only fully out since I started the show. I think when I came out on the show, that was the first time that I actually really said the words to the world, because my friends knew, but my family didn't really know. It was kind of just an open secret. So I've always had boyfriends. I call myself a low experience bisexual, even though I've had flings. I've got a little black book or whatever, so don't worry about it. But I've only had boyfriends.
Okay.
But now that I'm fully out, I'm I want to explore what I haven't really given myself a chance to, and I am determined to get a girlfriend.
I am really curious just to get in your headspace for a second. When you said it out loud to us, publicly for the first time, I'm sure I want you to run us through it because I'm sure it was very, very terrifying at first. I don't even know if it was planned. And then afterwards, was there this tremendous amount of relief, free, I feel so free? Or were you terrified by what the ramifications were going to be?
Honestly, I was kind of embarrassed, which is really sad. But I was afraid of what my family would think if they heard it, which is so stupid because they're so supportive, but I was still afraid. I was nervous about my extended family. I was thinking about my friends who didn't really know, who I didn't talk about it with. And I didn't want to come off as almost a try-hard. Talking about being bisexual sometimes feels like I'm just being annoying. And it's something that I have to really battle within myself. Even though I talk about it constantly now.
Explain that more.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Well, I remember the first time I ever publicly was with a woman. The next morning, I was out at a party. I was humiliated. I couldn't leave because I was so embarrassed that people had seen me kiss a girl. And I still feel like sometimes I go back to that place. And I don't know why that was my feeling, but it was almost something that I was okay, this is for me. This is my thing. I don't have to share with other people. But now that I'm older, I want to share it with other people, but I still can't get out of that headspace sometimes.
Is it because you had suppressed it and it almost felt wrong to put it out in the open?
I think so. Yeah. It was so it was such an open secret, so embedded inside me where I was okay, I'm never going to get a girlfriend, so who cares?
Oh, yeah.
it was so difficult to like make it come out.
Yeah, I think it's like a mind shift, like a mindset shift that you need to do because she had hidden it and it feels like a secret. And even though, like, not all secrets are dirty secrets, but maybe it took that tinge of a dirty secret. So when she finally did it out in public, it took a while for you to embrace the openness of living your authentic life.
Katie, as Rebecca's gay mentor, did you have the same thoughts the very first time that you said it publicly, or even before that, like Rebecca was saying, in her first experience, she felt humiliated? Did you feel like that?
I did, only because I knew that I was masking my true sexuality by saying I was bisexual. So for me to go from always saying, oh, I'm bisexual to, no, actually, I just love women, that's the part that terrified me, because then it's like, well, you fraud. And it's like, no, I'm not a fraud. I'm just finally accepting me fully. So once I said it, I was a little hesitant of how people would react to it, even though I had already been publicly in a relationship with women. There was that little, what if somebody's like, and there's that little hesitancy of feeling like you're going to be judged and you don't know what to do with it. And I get like anxious feeling about it. I don't know how to fully explain it, but Rebecca, you put it in great words.
You have passed your first test and now it's time for your first date.
Oh, yeah. What the hell do I do now?
Now, does the woman that you're going out with this weekend know that this is going to be your first official time dating?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I was asking a damn question.
Yeah, you don't do that. No,
I don't know.
Of course not.
No.
That would add so much pressure to the date for the other person that's on the date.
I want to be
yeah.
super cool, play it off like really well, have great bisexual riz.
What if like halfway through the date she goes, this is your first time doing this, isn't it?
Honestly, she probably will.
So how did you guys meet? How did it evolve?
So we met on Hinge. I took off the cat photo that you guys told me to take off.
Okay.
Mommy, she took off the cat photo. She got a date.
Look
This is
at that.
huge. This is amazing.
Yeah, the matches just started flooding in. And she just messaged me. She said, you look like someone who wouldn't judge me for my croc collection. And she was right. And it was love at first sight. So I was like, I don't really do like the chatting thing. You're cute. I'm cute. I promise I won't murder you. Do you want to like hang out on Sunday? And she said yes. So we're going to a coffee shop and we're going to go thrifting. And that's the plan so far.
So cute.
All right. So if she ends up in this date and after the date, if she hasn't been murdered, then it's a good date.
That will prove
That
to
is
be a
all you
good date, I
promised, though.
think.
That's it. That's all you promised. So have you been giving her any kind of tips or anything for dating for her first time?
I haven't yet. I was waiting for her because apparently Rebecca had a list of questions.
Oh, really?
I do have some questions, and they kind of break it down like moment by moment in the date because I'm so scared.
Okay.
Who opens the door?
Oh, what? I'm struggling with that to this day. So, I mean, whoever gets to the door first, honestly.
Okay, so I'm gonna race her. Like I will race her.
In
to
your
the door.
Crocs.
Okay.
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
Don't
Don't
race.
fall.
Yeah.
Oh, sport mode. Sport mode.
There you
guys.
go. Yes.
Yeah.
Do I pull out her chair?
Okay. No, you're thinking too far. You're
Okay,
thinking
is that,
like
like,
you're
too much?
thinking too deep. Okay.
Okay. Who pays for the bill?
Who invited who out?
I did.
Did
Okay.
you pay?
Okay, so I pay. Okay, that's not that hard. Do I initiate a kiss
Oh,
on the first date?
I mean,
I think that's a game time decision.
that's a
isn't it?
vibe.
In any
Yeah.
way? Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
you
feel
gotta,
the vibe.
yeah.
You just never know. Lesbians are U-Haul lesbians. They want to get married like the next day.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Well, we got a story. If on Monday you come in and you say you got married, we save that for 7:30.
Okay, so my last two questions. What do I say after if it was a good date?
Oh, that's simple. Same thing you would say if you were dating a guy. Like, how you had a great time. You'll know, honestly. Because when you go on this date, I don't know what it is, but with women, the dates go long. Okay? If the vibes are good, it's hours. Like, you're like, I don't want to stop spending time with you. Like, I just want to keep hanging out. So you'll know. And then it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy.
So maybe more questions to ask are like, are there any major differences in handling the date with a guy than you would a woman? Because all the advice, it seems like, is the same.
To me, I really don't think so. For a first date, I haven't found a major difference than when you go out on a date with a guy than going out on a date with a woman. You just know that a woman, it's going to be easier to connect, so you may talk more than a guy. He's not, I ain't trying to do all this talking. You know, that might be the only difference. Outside of that, vibes are vibes and feelings are feelings and tingles may be tingling. So.
You got this, girl.
Okay.
All right. He sounds so confident.
Yeah, thank you.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.